Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Abby and we have a lot to chat about because this year I am doing Knitmas. Knitmas is my version of vlogmas and it's going to be a little bit different from the everyday vlogs that you typically see during vlogmas. So here's what I'm going to attempt to do. So instead of daily vlogging my life, which I honestly think would be very boring, I am going to be I'm going to attempt to make 12 videos this month leading up to Christmas. Some of those videos are going to be vlogs of just what I'm doing, but I am going to try to keep it a little bit more focused on just like what I'm knitting, as well as some other crafting, of course, spinning, and potentially a little bit of sewing. I also have some like focused project vlogs and a couple of other videos that I filmed in advance because, little life update, I'm starting a new job today, December 1st, and I'll be going back to the office, at least partially. And so I don't really know how that's going to go yet, and I don't want to sign myself up for making a ton of videos while I'm starting a new job, while the holidays are happening. There's just a lot going on right now. Also, I am trying to be as festive as I can in my little snowflake sweater, and I'm realizing that the way I have the video framed at the moment, you can't see the snowflakes. I am trying to be festive. I am gonna be honest, I'm not the most festive person, but I put up a mini Christmas tree and I bought this little mini ornament set that I was going to put on the tree, but I realized my ornament hooks are packed away at the moment. So I will be unpacking those and I'll be decorating the mini tree at some point this month. Plus, I unironically love Vlogmas. I love watching other people's vlogs, and I feel like this is such a prolific time for knitting YouTube that even if people aren't filming their daily lives, they're at least making more videos, and everybody's crafting for gifts or just for the holidays, and it's just a really fun time. Speaking of which, I will be knitting a few Christmas themed projects this month that I will be vlogging, and the first is a gift. So if you follow me, I try every year to knit my boyfriend a pair of socks for Christmas. It is sort of his like yearly socks that he gets, and he's accumulated quite a few pairs at this point. And so this year I am using this Lang Yarns Super Socks, and that is how it's going to knit up. So I'll just be knitting a pair of socks for him, and then I also have this special skein set from Tiny Human Knits. A couple of years ago, she had made a batch of her self-striping Christmas yarn that didn't quite turn out, but there's nothing wrong with the yarn. It just wasn't the colors that she intended to dye. So it is named Not Right, but Still Good, and she discounted it. So I snatched it up, but I got it way too late to Christmas to actually knit it. And then last year I forgot about it. So this year is my year to finally knit these, and I'm really excited because I love self-striping socks and I haven't knit a pair in so long. And I love this colorway. I think the greens maybe turned out a little bit darker in spots, and that's why it was discounted, but I love this color. Oh, and the colorway is called Season's Greetings. And this is a good segue into the knit along that we're doing for the next couple of months. So starting today on December 1st, we are doing a Fa La La Fleegle heel knit along because I have recently come out with my reverse Fleegle heel pattern. It's a free pattern and it's just the heel, and it's as it sounds. It is the Fleegle heel but in reverse, so you can knit the Fleegle heel cuff down. So that is what I will be knitting with my Christmas yarn, and I will be adding the contrast heel mini. So you can find the free pattern on Ravelry. I will link it below. If you want to find out more information about the knit along, you can view that on my Instagram, but the basics are just that you knit the reverse Fleegle heel in any cuff down sock. You cast on anytime after today, and bind off your pair of socks before January 31st. You can knit it at any gauge, any size socks, whatever you want to do. There's not any strict rules because there aren't any like prizes or anything. We're just doing this for fun. Also, if you like the toe up Fleegle heel, the original one, and you want to knit that instead, you are totally welcome to still join in, use the hashtag so that we can see what you're making. And because I do get asked this question a lot, I'll just address it really quick. The reverse Fleegle heel is not the same heel as the strong heel. I think it's a misconception that the strong heel is the cuff down version of the Fleegle heel, and it is very similar, but the strong heel is basically an inversion or like the upside down version of the Fleegle heel, or I should say the Fleegle heel is the upside down version because the strong heel actually came first. But if you knit the strong heel, you won't get exactly the shape of the Fleegle heel, but if you knit the reverse Fleegle heel, you'll get the same shape and construction, just knit cuff down. So it's just an option if you like knitting cuff down socks. And I'm pretty excited to see what it turns out looking like in the self-striping yarn. What else did I want to tell you about? Oh, I don't have an advent calendar for myself this year, but I did go to 2 Trader Joe's to pick up this advent calendar for cats. So this is what I'll be opening every day. I am way too excited about this. Hopefully my cats will be excited. I have 2 cats. I only got 1 calendar. Maybe I should have gotten 2, but I figured they can share it. These are the freeze-dried salmon treats, and I think my cats will like them. One of the things I'm gonna do at the end of every video during Knitmas is ask an off-topic question that we can all answer and kind of get to know each other a little bit better. It's gonna be really cheesy, but it just sounded like a fun thing to do, and I already came up with my 12 questions, so let's do it. Okay, question number 1, well, just the question for this video, is what is your most worn knitted item or handmade item in your wardrobe? I know this is a pretty tough question, and if you just want to answer like what your favorite item is or your most recent item is, you can answer that. I was thinking through my sweaters because I definitely have a couple of like most worn sweaters, but I realized my actual most worn item is not a sweater. It is my anticline mitts. These are very easy to throw on, and in the winter, I need my hands to stay warm. So I have these by my front door and I throw these on no matter what outfit I'm wearing. They go with everything. And the nice thing about these is that they are fingerless, but they have this folded top. And so when it's really cold, I can tuck my fingers into the top and keep my hands warm. So these are by far my most worn item. I mean, obviously just in the winter, but I wear them so often that it counts for the whole year. So I want to know what yours is, and as a little bonus question, I also want to know what vlogmases you're watching this year. Maybe it's a little too soon to answer that since not everyone has probably posted their vlogmas yet, but anyone you've watched in the past who you have liked, yeah, I want to know your favorites because I love watching vlogmas, so I want to find new people to watch. As for other things going on this month, that's kind of it. I have a couple of goals around this Knitmas challenge. Also, I do want to say it's called Knitmas. Maybe I should have called it Craftmas because I will be doing multiple crafts, not just knitting, but the focus will be on knitting, and so I felt like Knitmas made more sense. All right, don't forget about the Fleegle heel knit along if you want to join us. You've got 2 months, so you could even cast on after Christmas if you already have too much knitting going on. But join us, it's gonna be fun, and if you've never tried the Fleegle heel, this is an awesome opportunity to do so. All right, I'll see you in just a couple days. Bye.